Hello and welcome to the show that was never going to happen, but we knew it was all going to happen anyway.
We knew this. Remember when you said we weren't doing Wednesdays anymore?
I know, I'm Mondays and every other day of the week. Anyway,
How long did that last?
we're just doing Wednesdays and Fridays. So,
Mhm.
but we have guests. Unfortunately, here Encounters is not going to be happening for quite a while. We have too many. Sounds, but does it sound bad? We have too many guests. If we was to do the guests, just on a Friday, we'd be going into August, September next year.
Wow.
So I'm having to do them on the Wednesday as well. So we have a shed load of guests, all confirmed, all lined up, and everything. Yeah, I've still got my jacket on. I've literally just got home from. Yeah, I've out work this morning, and then we had a funeral to go to. So been there, just got back, and yeah, but it's all good. Well, it's not good, but it's good if you know what I mean. It went well, so it's all good. Yeah, so we thought we'd do a recap of 2024, and I can only remember 3 actual events other than the stuff we did personally.
Yeah. It seems like it went so fast this year. Like everything just kind of blurred by.
Yeah. So I've typed in so much stuff to find out. Now, if you type in what happened in the paranormal world 2024, and you just get movies or TV shows, there's nothing. You try different ways of typing it. So I've just had to try and remember what happened, and then just get a rundown. And yeah, there is quite a lot if you can remember what actually went on. But yes, yes, it is cold because it's 2 degrees and fog, and has been for the last 2 days. So, and it doesn't look like it. Well, it's thick mist, should say, rather than fog. I've just had to drive back in it in the dark, and a lot of the roads is country lanes, so there's no street lights or nothing. So, kind of like more guessing than driving, to be honest with you.
It just helps for driving home from the pub, right?
I did drive back from a pub. I've not had anything to drink other than 1 pint of lemonade. That's it.
All right.
I either drink or drive. I won't do both. So it's not worth it.
Guys, don't drink and drive.
Yes. Nope, not at all. So
Drinking
thank you. Yes, nothing wrong with that. Anyway, we're going to be doing Sambuca and helium soon, but that's another story.
And Andy's doing Fireball.
But yeah, we have got quite a lot lined up for next year. I keep saying this year because it feels like we've already gone past New Year.
I know, but we haven't.
No, still got another 4 days, 5 days, 6 days. I don't know. I only just know what day it is today.
1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days.
4 days. Cool. Yeah, learn how to drive drunk. Good luck with that.
Nope, kill yourself.
Oh, yes. Sorry, I'm just writing stuff down.
What am I going to write down? What are we writing down that we're doing next year? I
We'll
have to write down, otherwise I'm going to forget.
No, I've got stuff wrote down for next year because all that's all coming into place. It's like, yeah, it's good. So, so we'll do. Stop with them awful drawings. There's no more of that nonsense. It's either A+ or just don't bother.
I wasn't
Sorry,
going for it, but
yeah. So well done to Darren, and thank you, Darren, for redistributing his prize to
thank
someone
you,
that would use it and someone that deserves it, which is Nicole.
I don't know if I deserve it because my drawing was
Yeah.
clearly the image on my shirt.
But no, but you took.
This is my new merch.
But you do deserve it because you turn up every week, unlike Tommy, Sarah, anyone else. Yeah. So
That happens.
it does. Yeah. Anyway, Sarah is going to be coming back on in the new year. It's because she does panto and theatre and all that.
Yeah.
And you go out doing the investigation. Obviously, this time of year is just absolute mayhem for her. So, once end of January, beginning of Feb, then kind of back to normality. So it's all good.
Very good.
So it won't be every week, but it'll be more on than off, should we say? And Tommy's going to try as well, but don't hold your breath, guys. It just ain't ever going to happen.
No, Tommy's going to come back on with his mom.
So, yes. So,
he has to
Sue, if you are watching, yes, he's got to come on. He's got no choice. Gonna go and I will hunt him. I will find him. I will bring him. Yeah.
Good.
Right. So I'm just reading some of the comments.
I know. I don't have ugly swag. Who has ugly swag? Do you have ugly swag?
I might do because he's not said whether I do or not. So I'm going to take that as I do. No, don't know. No idea.
I'm going to help Auntie with the merch.
Yes. So merch. I am going to sort it out, but I'm not going to be doing like, who wants a T-shirt with my name on it? And you know what I mean? Stuff like that.
I want a T-shirt with our logo on it, the alien.
Yeah.
Like,
so that's all I'm going to do. So where I was going to do it under Deco's, I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to do similar to that with a logo, then either down the arm or I don't know, like top there or there or across the. I think at the top it was saying
there or there or there.
No, where there or there. There or there.
Stick
Shoulders.
With
It'd be on a shoulder. Hey, or both. I don't know. So yeah. So I'm just gonna sort it, and then key rings, pens, easy stuff. Key rings, pens. That's it. Just key rings. Oh, key rings, pens, cups, that kind of stuff. Yeah. I'm not gonna go all fancy and do phone cases, caps, like baseball caps. Nothing like that. It's too much asking about.
I just have T-shirts.
Yeah, T-shirts, hoodies. That's it. T-shirts, hoodies. So yeah, I'm gonna get. I do know someone who's got his own printing. Won't say company, but he does a lot of printing, and he has said that he can and will help me out with printing clothing. But that's all he can do. He can't do it on non-material stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's it. That will be up and running soon. And then once that gets up and running, I will be doing the website. But there's more to it than that for the website. It's just ongoing. It's just one thing after another.
Especially with like the holidays and everything, it's just a lot to do right now.
Cool. Just want to say hi, Brown Dwarf. He's literally just messaged me, emailed me, and sent his contact details. So Brown Dwarf, can't speak. Brown Dwarf will be coming on the show very soon. He's got so much information and knowledge when it comes to the paranormal. It's just going to be awesome. So thank you.
Awesome.
Yeah, and we've got a massive. Like I said, I've got a massive list of people coming on. Up until it's literally January is full. February is full other than one Wednesday. The last week in Feb, we're not doing any shows because it's Beck's birthday on the Saturday. May do one on the Beck's birthday on the Wednesday. Maybe doing a show on the Friday.
Possibly. I will not be there that Friday because I will be investigating.
Oh, so yeah, scrap Friday. Scrap the last week of February. There's nothing there. Then we've got guests all the way up until the end of March. And then we've got some more in what? Oh, we've got some more in May. So there's a lot of ones that are scattered about throughout the year, plus the conferences that we're going to be doing and going to. So, update on the Cryptid conference with Daniel that was on, the young lad that was on a couple of weeks ago. So I said I was going to sleep in the car. Thank you, Og. Appreciate it. I said I was going to sleep in the car. And I thought one night of driving down, it's like a 3-hour drive. So get there, say hello to everyone, blah, blah, blah. Go sleep in the car for a bit, have chill. Then I thought, I've got another 2 nights. I don't know if I could do 3 nights. I'm not as young as I used to be. So I booked the hotel last night, night before. So I've got the hotel booked for that. Well, so that's sorted. I'm going to be sorting out my flights to, Florida in July. Then doing the conference in Northwich in 6th and 7th of September. So I need to have merchandise by then, like physical in my hand, ready to go. So everything needs to be rolling out by Easter. I think that's it. Oh, there's a lot of Rendlesham meetups. So Alex Lovelock and Elaine Bright that do the lounge on a Sunday at 7 p.m. UK time, 2 p.m. EST. They're the ones that live around the area. Alex, you've met. Alex has been on a few times, and that's who we meet up when we go down to Rendlesham. So I think it was Elaine that put a list up of the Saturdays that they're meeting up in Rendlesham, and there's a lot of them that I can actually go to. So it's like, yes. Ooh. So happy days.
I'm trying to make a list here what I've got going on, and I can't even think that far ahead.
It's only because I've got a shitload of post-it notes just running across the bottom of the monitors. It's I've gone through literally half a pack of them. So they're everywhere. They're there. You see them there, all around. So yeah, so it's all good. A lot of different. We've got a lot of different names coming on. So would you like me to tell you the names of people that we've got?
All of them? That's a lot of guests.
Not all of them, but some of the ones that you won't know that are. Well, I've known these for quite a while. Spoke to have met them. A couple of them have known for a few years and just never got them to come on the show. So one of them is Chris Turner, who is a filmmaker, producer. He does a lot of work with Steve Mera. He's from Bolton in Manchester. When I first met him through Paranormal, I realised I'd known him like 20 years previous to that. We used to go drinking in the same pubs and clubs and same areas and that, and we had like mutual friends. So you go out in this big group here, and it's like people in that group knew people in his group, and it's all kind of like that. So that's pretty cool. So I've got Chris Turner coming on, Kate Hare-Gore, Frankie Deo, Brandon and Dawn, Al Santoriga, Neil Packer, Albert Rosales, Heidi Pop, Liam Holmes, and his co-host from Let's Talk About podcast. Michael Kopf, Kevin Day, Dr. Martin Abbas, and I don't want to give too much away. Then there's a lot of conferences going on, like every other month. So that's just a few of the names that I've got wrote down in front of me. So I need to like sit down proper and like organize it.
Do you know, I'm really proud of myself because I recognized a lot of those names.
See? And some are American, so you should be.
But a lot of them that we've had on are like UK based. So I'm like, I have never heard of these people. And then we have them on, and they're the most fascinating people. And I'm so glad that I met them.
Yes, definitely, 100%. So yeah, that's just a handful of the names that we've got coming on. I'm still I'm still contacting other people and waiting for them to get back to me with when they can or can't do. So just sending dates out and see what they come back with. You can also listen to this on Audible, as I found out the other day. I did share the link on the Facebook group or Facebook profile. I was going through Audible to see what books I've got, and it said, "Oh, podcasts." I didn't even know they did podcasts, and I clicked on it, and we're there. So,
wow! All right, very cool.
Yeah, so I'm quite impressed with that because nobody told me. It was just there.
Right.
So we are going to be a lot busier next year, and because I can see everything in front of me, and I know how busy I'm going to be, it's exciting. But I know it's probably going to be the hardest year for me and the channel, as me as a person and the channel as a whole for all of us. It's going to be the hardest year so far.
But
Or not the busiest, the most active.
The most productive, Andy.
That's the word I was looking for. Yes.
Not busy. We are never busy.
No. So it's going to be the most productive year, in which will be 5 years since the channel was created, but really only active for about 3 years. But we've just got so much going on, and it's all good, but it's getting better as well.
I know that's how I felt like over the end of the summer up until like November. I didn't have a second to breathe, but it was so good. Such a good feeling to be so productive.
But I've worked out from either March or April, every other month, I'm going to be at a conference somewhere up until November.
Are you speaking or are you vending? What are you doing? Or just attending?
Both. Just vlogging, vending, speaking, visiting. And there's other stuff in the pipeline as well, which I still have to wait and hear back as to what exactly is going on.
See, I never get a table at any of these conventions because I like the freedom. We like to like roam around. We like to hang out, do what we want. I don't want to be stuck to a table all day.
Well, the Paracon one that Ben and Ian are doing in Nantwich, like just outside Manchester, I said about doing a vending to do the merch, but then I was thinking about it, and I said to him, "What if I did it and set up? If someone wants to come and talk and tell me their stories or their encounters, if they're happy about it for me to do it, I'll record it, and then it'll go. All these will go out as a podcast, so they won't go out on YouTube. They'll only go out on Podcast Player and Audible, obviously. So, yeah. So if anyone wants to meet and go and chat to me, then you are more than welcome. So I'll only do like 15, 20 minutes, 30 minutes max per person. So
that's a good idea.
Yes. Yeah. So that's my plan anyway. And also going to be going back to a few locations where we've had weird stuff go on. So I'm going to be going back to the place where I believe that I seen that Anubis type creature over on the East Coast, and which isn't a million miles away from Rendlesham, which in turn is not a million miles from Woolpit, where the green children were seen in the 1920s. And I've said before, when I've been to a certain part of that village, there's an area that's just drawing me into it. And I can't. I know I could.
Another paranormal road trip in the works?
Well, you did see the new intro, didn't you?
Mm-hmm.
And you did see the VW Beetle, VW camper with all the people hanging out and the ghost on the back smoking a pipe.
Camper. I'm just gonna start doing it. I'm gonna take it cross country.
Yeah, so there is, but it's going to be different. But also, I'll let you tell them about the other thing that we're doing. Conference.
Oh, our conference. Okay, so this is an idea that we have been toying around with, that we're working on, to do an online Paracon.
Yes.
So we're gonna do a conference. We're gonna have speakers. We're gonna try to get some vendors to come on and kind of show off what their products are live. With links to websites you can purchase them. So it's going to be everything that you get at a Paracon, at one of these conventions, without having to leave home.
Yes. But we're going to be doing it over. So it's not all going to be in one show. Did we say 2 or 3 shows we're going to do it?
We said 10 hours, but...
Did we?
We did.
Was it not 48 hours? Are you sure?
No, it was not 48 hours.
Was there any drinking involved?
There might have been drinking involved.
DMT?
No, not
No.
DMT. That might be the day we do DMT. And the show is just going to go off.
That might be the last you ever hear or see of us. No, but seriously. So, yeah, we're going to do an online conference. And we are going to do it. Well, we're playing on the idea of whether to do it for members only, whether it's Patreon or YouTube.
So I think we landed on it would be free for members and Patreon members. Yes. And then if anybody else wanted to get like a ticket, they could do for like a small fee, or you could just become a member.
Yeah. But then that money in turn will go back into this to then do better things throughout the year. Mm-hmm. It's only a few quid. It's like equivalent to what, $6-7?
Yeah, like $5.
Yeah, it'll be $10 at the very most, depending on the conversion rate. But so we're going to be going to Wales, Mid and South Wales. Looking at supposed to be going up to Scotland to do some filming as well. Mm-hmm. Hi Heidi. She's on in a few weeks, so that's cool. I'm supposed to be going up to Scotland to do some filming. Did I tell you that told you about the new drone?
Yes.
I got a bigger drone. Nothing to do with New Jersey and New York. But this is follow me on it. So when I'm doing the filming, I can leave it to film. So when we're doing investigations in certain areas, I'm going to have it flying so it can follow us round and see if it picks anything up that we don't, because I'm going to get the ND filters for it as well. So hopefully, with it being the light change on it, it should do it.
Oh, and with the conference, if there's anybody that you guys would like to see speak at the conference that you'd like us to try to get lined up, let us know.
Yes.
So we can see if they're available and try to work that out. Because how it's going to work is we will introduce the speakers, and then they will come on and do their lecture, not like a regular show where we're interviewing and going back and forth.
Yeah, so it will be like a actual... They're stood on stage. They talk about whatever it is they're going to talk about, whether it's past or previous or whatever ongoing projects they've got going on, their own encounters, other people's encounters, books they've written, movies that they're in, documentaries they're doing, anything like that. So, like Nicole said, we'll introduce them, then we'll dip off screen. They'll do their talk for however long the agreed time is, and then we'll come on, bring him off, and then bring the next guest on. And then we'll just be in the background doing all the banners and
Moderating kind of
videos.
thing. Mhm.
Hey, yeah, we're
All
just
the
going to chill in
moderating
the.
kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll. It'll look like we're chilling in the background, but there'll be a lot of work going on between us. So, yes. So yeah, we've got that. Hopefully, it's going to be done before Easter, but we've not
It's
got
a
an
lot to set
actual.
up.
Yeah, we've not got an actual date yet,
Mhm.
and we need to work out how and what genres of the paranormal we're going to cover. Obviously, we're going to cover aliens and UFOs and ghosts and spirits, but then we're going to. Do we want to do cryptids? Do we want to do elementals, the darker side like the occult? Are we going to do conspiracy theories? So we just have to work out exactly how we're going to do it, and then once we know what we want, then we'll put it together and then just go from there. So like I said, it isn't going to cost a lot. It's just to cover the background, because we are going to have to use different software to run it. That's the only thing. We can use the software that we've got now, but it's not going to be as good. It'd be like going back and watching Tom and Jerry from the 1960s, or watching it now in HDMI or 4K. Yeah, so it's up to you.
And if it goes well, this could be an annual thing.
Yes.
And then we can get even higher caliber speakers for next year.
And possibly leading to a physical conference.
Yeah.
Because I have actually been putting the feelers out of getting places round near where I live.
You're really going to make me come over there, aren't you?
Yes, you're going to have to. There's no way of not coming over.
I know. It's only fair next time I have to go there.
Yeah, so we got so much going on for next year. And yeah, it's all good. Sorry, I just got a reply to something that I'm doing tomorrow. Recording another podcast, but I can't tell you where it's for because it's all top secret.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And we all know how good Andy is at secrets.
I'm saying nothing. That's it.
He's
just asking me, am I still available to record it? So, like, yeah.
By the end of this episode, you can probably figure out what it is.
No.
Nope.
You won't. No. I'm just reading the messages now that are coming through. It's not being shared. I promise you. Right. So, yeah, so that's what we've got coming up. I did say that when I go out doing investigating, I'm not going to put it on this channel. I have decided that I am going to put it on this channel, but none of them are going to be live. They're all going to be pre-recorded. Going to edit all the crap bits out where we're walking about, waiting, falling over, all the boring, crappy stuff, and then just put the good stuff in and do a proper edit on the actual footage that we get, if we get anything. So it will be not a lot of footage, really, not like it had been last year and the year before. I think more so though, because we've got so much that we've got going on with the channel, that I'm not going to be able to go out and do the footage as well, if that makes sense. It's like when I go out investigating, I want to go out and do the investigating for us while we're there at the time, and then come back and report it, and then do like a vlog on it, I suppose. But I will be doing driving to location streams. So when I'm driving to Cannock or Rendlesham, I'll be doing a stream on the way there and telling you what's going to be going on when I get there, and then the end results. That's it.
Yeah, we'll see. I might have a lot more investigations to do this year coming up. We'll see how things shake out.
Are you going to share?
No, I'm just, I have some things in the pipeline. Full Moon is going out and doing, our one investigation a month, but we're also throwing in some investigator-only events where we're only going to have professional investigators coming out. So we can have a little more serious investigations. I might be doing some more lives, but we'll see. I've kind of been slacking on those, but we will see.
Right, I need to put this on,
Just
but
gonna put
I'll explain later. So, see, I spoke to a few people about this, and everyone said, go for it. Yeah. So I've been thinking about what I'm doing now and what I can do, and I've looked into it, found out how much it's going to cost and all that kind of stuff. Please don't laugh when I say this. It's one of those. It's like I seen a pterodactyl. It's one of those moments, right? But
all right, I'm gearing up to not laugh.
I am seriously considering doing private investigating.
Like private cases, like I do, like private home cases, or like a private investigating.
Like Magnum with the tash and the gun, the helicopter.
Okay.
But the reason being, I've got all the equipment. Might have to get a couple more things. I'm not using it that much. I'm waiting for you to burst out laughing. Right? I've got all the stuff to go out and do it. So I thought if I start off as a sideline, yeah, from what I've learned from, because we're going out a lot of the time looking for stuff that supposedly doesn't exist.
Yes.
Right? The chances of finding something that doesn't exist are 0 to minus nothing, right? But if someone contacts you and says, look, I think this is happening, can you go and check on such a body, see where they're at, what they're doing? It's going to be a lot easier. And remember, it's easier to hide in plain sight.
It is.
So you will be seen, but without. Remember when I said I just stood there that time when my ex's uncle walked past, and it's right. Well,
so we're gonna work on cloaking. We're gonna work on
cloaking.
All you're gonna be doing is chasing around cheating husbands.
Newspaper with all. But I did say to him today, I'm going to get the glasses, Joe, with the nose and mustache. Yep. Joe, the plastic.
But, like, do you really want to do that? That's something that you actually, like...
I wish I'd have thought of it years ago, before doing this.
And it involves a lot of cyber stalking, too.
Yes, you can do that.
Do you know that you can find anything about anybody on the internet right now?
Oh, yeah. I remember a few years ago, honestly, right, my ex was like, it sounds dodgy, but it's not. I can't remember the full story, but she wanted to know about somebody living at a certain house at a certain time. I'm like, oh yeah, give me 2 minutes. Like yeah, all right, whatever. So I did it on my phone. It's the old Samsung S3. That's how long ago it was, right? I did it. I went, there you go, and it gave a list of every person that had lived at that address. And this wasn't on the electoral roll. Every person that had lived at that address between certain dates. It's like, how did you get that?
I searched, women have a special skill for this. Like, I searched a person's name, and then in 5 minutes, I had an address, a phone number, an email address, a whole list of family members, like previous addresses. Like, everything is just out there for people to see. Yeah, Inspector Gadget.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I've got like the night vision, but the thing is, I'd do it. I wouldn't go out at night. I wouldn't be going like chasing like drug dealers and all that kind of stuff. That's just, you're asking for trouble with that.
Yeah, but that's when the good stuff happens. You have to trail these people's, probably their spouses at night, to see where they go.
No, because you do it during the day. Yeah. Like when they say they're going to the gym or they're going to work or they're going shopping and all that kind of stuff. Just pretend, don't you? Pretend you're doing the same. Anyway, there's a lot more to it than that. That's just like the tip of it. But I'm seriously considering starting doing that. You have to, like anything, you have to get a license to do it.
Of course. I think you have to do that in the US too. I don't think that's different.
So there's a difference between a private detective and a private investigator. With a detective, that's more ex-police because of the training and everything that they have. But if you're a private investigator, you're just chasing up on stuff rather than running after people trying to Like, you're not a bounty hunter.
Okay. All right. I'm looking it up right now. How to become a private investigator. So you have to be 25 years old. So obviously I can't do
That's
it.
That's insurance. Yeah.
Be a principal in the business entity, pass the private investigator exam.
Yes. Yeah, there's an exam, but it's not too. It's an IQ test. No one laugh. I know I'll pass it.
Experience or 3 years equivalent position and experience. So you're going to have to list paranormal investigating as your experience.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
Proof of a $10,000 surety bond.
Oh, that's different in the US. Look at
Yeah.
UK. You think you need to have legs, arms, and you can write things down. And that's it.
Okay, let's see. In the UK, you don't need any qualifications, but you need to apply through the SIA as long as you don't have a criminal record.
Yeah.
You have a criminal record?
No, but I had SIA badge before. Yeah, it's like 200 quid or something.
Wow. Oh my God. However, it's not mandatory to be licensed to operate as a PI in the UK. How do we need to license something that you don't?
So I'm going to be unlicensed PI. So basically, I can just go around following people and go, private investigator. Don't worry about it.
Follow people around, even if there's no demand for it. Just follow people around and then be like, "Hey, I know what you did. Now you're going to pay me, otherwise I'm going to tell everybody."
Yeah. Basically, you follow people around, then blackmail them. Exactly. So the person pays you X amount what you agree on. But then I thought, talking to someone, I thought about it. It's like, but then I become a double agent. Like, they're offering me this much to dog you in, right? What you offering me to keep it under wraps? Highest bidder wins.
Bidding war. I like that. You're going to be a good PI.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah. So.
And then you're just going to like whip out a K2 occasionally.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Dowsing rods. Is this man cheating?
But then this is the other thing. If I could bring the dowsing rods in, because what if people want, like, someone's gone missing or they know the rough whereabouts? I could possibly home in on my dowsing rod ability and become the new Yuri Geller. I doubt it very much. We can never. More chance of bending a spoon.
You're gonna send people on a wild goose chase looking for like the body. They're gonna dredge a whole lake. They're like, whoops, the dowsing rod said so.
Well, they can borrow me kayak. It's not going to cost them, is it?
Only if they have a kayak license.
And I have. So it's all good. Yeah, so I'm seriously I'm not saying I'm gonna do it. I'm considering doing it.
So now, anybody watching, if you see Andy following you, know you're in trouble.
Yes. You've been up to no good, basically. So yeah, I'm just gonna look into it and see what gives, because obviously,
why not
do it at night? Why not get paid and do it during the day?
Right. You can get paid to stalk people.
Yeah. The PI podcaster.
Yeah. Except for you're going to be too recognizable, so you can't get that famous.
No. Did you know the masks that you just put over and you can get anyone?
Masks?
No, just like the cotton sheet one, but it has a printed face on it. And you look completely different.
That's weird. Those things, I've seen them and no. But have you seen the ones that is like the silicone mask that like fit like perfect?
Yeah. Speaking of which, I believe Biden 100% is not Biden.
Yes, he's a man in a mask. He's several men in masks.
Well, did you watch the video that I sent you when he's talking to the guy and he says we've got to cut down the trees and the blue houses and the red houses? It didn't do the correct job. His eyes are moving from behind, and the wrinkles in his head are just there. Nothing's moving. There's no muscular motion in his face whatsoever, and he's definitely not him. So yeah, It's all very, very, very odd. So
I thought that for a while though, because like every time he comes out, he looks a little different. Like he's taller, he's shorter.
yeah,
I
yeah,
actually feel kind of bad for him. I'm like, he's old as dirt. Just let him like go retire in peace.
yeah. But he won't though, will he?
Well, he has no choice now.
No, suppose. Only about 3 weeks ago, isn't there?
Yeah, and then we'll see what happens.
Good luck.
I might be moving over there. I might not have a country anymore.
Oh, you never know. He might turn it
I'd be like,
around.
no, I'm not saying that. I'm saying like there's gonna be like some crazy civil wars going on.
Oh, yeah. I won't bother coming here then.
No, it has to all be cleared up by July.
Yes. Yeah, definitely.
Because
Right.
we're
So,
going to the closure conference.
yes, if it's still there,
Yes.
Florida, not the conference.
Yeah, it might be underwater by then.
Yeah, we never know. But I'll get a submarine by then. We'll be fine.
Do you need a license for a submarine?
Don't think so. Not got a clue. I'll think of that afterwards. But anyway, right, yeah. So that's what we've got coming up next year. So we've got a lot happening, a lot to plan, a lot to work out. But yeah, so say if I do that and it does kick off, then I'll be able to quit work and then I'll have more time to do this, more time to plan it and all that kind of stuff. So
I
that's
will not
that.
be quitting work. So I will have the same amount. I will just have more things to do in less time.
Less time. Yeah. But just think of all the bottles of Sambuca you could be drinking.
No, think
No.
of all the energy drinks I'm gonna have to drink.
Oh, I
Keep
told you,
up.
didn't I? And that's not water.
I'm not gonna show everybody my bar again.
No, I've got a few, but that's all I'm having.
My kid came in and was like, "Why do you have all this alcohol on your desk?" Like, don't worry about it. Don't worry
There you
about
go. More like a pole. More like a
Pyrex
bowl hot glued to the kayak. And just my face sticking out.
Oh, jeez.
And a tash.
Yeah, and then somewhere in the next year, we have to plan, what, another 24-hour, 48-hour?
I think 48 hour.
48?
It's got to be 48.
Yeah, I mean, you did the 10, you did 24. Logical
So
step.
do 20. So we've done 38 hours in total. But yeah, I will be booking a month off work for that, I think. I'm going to have to.
You ready for that nickname?
What's that? Oh, 48 hour.
Yeah.
It's got to be. No choice. I'm not even ready for it. When he's in custody. Yeah. Oh, right. Are you ready then? So,
Yes.
recap of 2024. So, I didn't realize how long ago this was, but the Miami Mall incident, which happened on the 8th of January.
Wow.
That is a long time ago.
That was. It feels like it was longer, though. Like, it feels like it was forever ago.
No, it feels like it was summer.
I don't know. It feels like it was forever ago to me. Like,
Don't know.
so much stuff has happened. I'm dropping things.
But it's like all this stuff that kicked off, and there's supposedly there's all different stories behind it. That it was kids, it was video footage from a movie, there's video footage from other goings on in different parts of the US, and then it just stopped within. Was it about 2 weeks? Then nothing.
Yeah.
Then aliens in the garden. Can't remember whereabouts that was.
Was that in Brazil? Was that the Brazilian aliens?
Oh, it says Las Vegas alien video shows at least. Oh, wait. Vegas?
Oh, yeah.
It's everything's saying Vegas on here. Bear with me because it's.
That was January last year, too. The 10-foot tall strange beings seen in Brazil. So that was also in January.
Yeah, because it's saying, could the Vegas non-human video be fake?
Mm-hmm.
I'm speaking to, can't remember his name. It's called Ben Hansen, or Fact or Fakes.
Yeah.
And he's giving his input as to, he's ex-FBI, isn't he? So, but there's no outcome as to whether it is fake or not.
Weird.
1 second. So all I've got is an expert concludes aliens were in Las Vegas backyard last year. So they're saying it was legit.
All right.
Whether it is or not, that's a completely different story. But yes, so let's put that was the first false flag. That was ARG distractions. But what are they distracting us from? Because we're not seeing anything else. Because everything that's going on is being publicized, whether it's a media, newspaper, online, social media platforms, whatever. It's on something somewhere. So what is the real story, not the distraction?
I don't know. I don't know if we're ever going to know because they've successfully distracted us from it. And you all know that they own the media, so they're only showing what they want to be seen.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not like these stories about these aliens leaked. They were provided to the news outlet.
But then there's supposed to be a big alien, not takeover, but the 1st of January, so next week. I've read this in a few different places that the agenda was that our governments, world leaders, had until a certain date to disclose any information about why they're contacting us, what they're here for, blah blah blah. They didn't, what's the word, stick to that deal. So the ETs are now, the ETs are now apparently, I don't know, I've not heard, no one's told me this, it's just things that I've read and seen, and it all comes back to the same outcome, that they've gone, look, we've asked you, you've not done it, so we're just going to do it ourselves. And apparently it's supposed to be the 1st. So what, Wednesday? Which, if it is, we will be doing a live stream on Wednesday, just to let you know.
Wednesday is New Year's Day.
Yes.
Isn't it? Yes, it is.
Yes. So if
I am
that does happen,
New Year's Day, so I'm working on New Year's Day. So
really?
Yeah. You told me we were not doing any shows this week.
We weren't even doing today.
I know we were doing next week.
Yeah. So what's everyone's thoughts then? Yeah. So what's everyone's thoughts of the Miami Mall incident and aliens in the backyard? Real, fake, distraction, something else?
Apparently, Donald Trump just said New Year's Eve is going to be amazing. Could be a cryptic message, or it could just be an amazing New Year's Eve.
Yeah. Could be. Maybe he's going to get up on the red steps at Times Square and do The
He's gonna do a
moonwalk or
dance.
something. Yeah.
No, dance. Have you seen his
Oh.
dance?
Yes. Who do you think he learnt off?
No, I know you dance better than that. You do the disco when you go see ABBA.
Yes, never again.
You want to know something funny? I am going to see ABBA in February. The ABBA tribute band.
Oh, right. Cool.
Yeah.
See, you will be dancing.
Yeah, I will be. I will be discoing.
Oh, he's Darren's put. I was relating it to what Andy said.
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that. I'm a bit confused.
On Wednesday, when you said the thing was happening on Wednesday, and if it
Oh,
was, we were
right. Yeah. Ah, I've just remembered some. Right. Yeah. So, what's your thoughts, everyone in the chat? And the other one, alien cake. Do you remember the alien cake? When they brought them 2 little mummies, and then someone cut into it with a knife, and it was actually a Victoria sponge or lemon drizzle or whatever. Because didn't we have Earl Grey on not long after that? And he was talking about it, and he just sat there laughing.
I'm thinking about what the show that we did with the alien pancake, when the aliens made that guy pancakes.
Oh, that I can't remember who that was.
But you know what I'm talking about, right? When it was like, here, have a pancake.
Yes.
Because you said alien cake, and that was the first thing that came to mind.
No, it's a little mummified, like about a foot long, alien subway. Sorry, alien.
So what do we have after the UFOs or the aliens in Miami?
Do you know what? So I'm just gonna get the image up of the
the alien cake.
Alien cake, yeah.
Alien
But
cake UK.
It doesn't look like the picture that I had. So I've just got to save the image and then post it. And here we go. So give me 5 seconds while it uploads. There we go. Alien cake. Yeah, but everyone in the room that was there was so adamant it was real.
That's crazy. I don't know. It's cake.
Yeah. With jam in the middle.
Yeah, this is going to be your merch.
But why? So the world press and everything was there. And there was these officials from all over the place as well that were saying that these have been tested and claimed to be actual mummified alien remains, but they don't know where from. Dunkin' Donuts, by the looks of it.
Oh my god. I don't know. That's weird. Because I'm thinking of that little alien guy that they showed that was supposedly an alien, but it wasn't. When the whole disclosure thing first started happening.
That picture that I just shown you, or a different one?
No, a different one.
One sec.
Where was it? Was it in Mexico?
So was it this one?
The ones that ended up being fake?
Fake cake.
No, not fake cake, fake alien.
That
was not made
one.
of cake.
Well, that's that one, because
it's the same alien, I think. But that's
got a different face.
Yeah, hold on. I'll show you. Hold
on. I don't know.
I got it up. It's this alien.
Yeah.
That was shown
in
Mexico. It's a little tiny guy.
Oh, yeah.
But that looks like the alien, or it's
Yeah.
supposed to be, because it looks like it has the same eyes as your cake.
But
And this was shown to Mexico's Congress.
yes. But then, how did it get changed from that to a cake, and then everyone still believe it?
I don't know. Because this is the internet.
Hmm.
So this was, I think, because if you look at your cake, it
Yeah,
looks
it's
like
got
the
a
same.
flat face. Yeah.
Yeah. Looks like it's supposed to be the same guy.
Yeah, it could be, but we don't know. We weren't there. But was we there? No.
But were you
Was we
there?
was we ever there?
Are we even here?
Well, that's another thing about time not existing.
Time does not
I've read
exist. Time
something else about that today, and it just messed with me head. I was like, I'm glad I'm going out. It was hurting too much.
I can't get that deep into it. Like, are we a simulation? Are we a multiverse? What is the hell is going on?
Apparently, we are simulation, right? But and they've explained why, and it is. I'd have to reread it to say like go through it. But the way it's simulated, we kind of are simulated because we are the only living creatures on Earth that have to go to work, that have to get an education, that have to pay taxes, that have to get licenses only if you live in the UK. Yeah. And so we are being controlled, but it's not a simulation where it's someone sat at home on an Xbox or PlayStation doing it that way. It's a simulation that we're having to do stuff that no other living creature has to do. So we are being simulated. So it's a different kind of simulation.
Sounds more like manipulated to me.
Yes. I was just going to say that. But it's
Although
true,
I
though.
know people who live by, like, they're not paying taxes, they're not paying a mortgage, like, they own this land.
Yeah.
And the whole, you have, like, a trust fund that's given to you when you're born kind of thing.
Yeah.
And they're doing all right, so
yeah,
maybe they're on something.
And they live off the land. They grow their own food. They hunt their own food. But we won't go down that path tonight. It got a bit deep last time.
We did, yeah. But I will say that there are some places where they try to make it illegal to live off the grid.
Mm-hmm. The UK.
In the US too.
Yeah. The thing is, because I suppose Europe, the US, South America, Africa, and that, it's going to be a lot easier because of how vast it is. It's the smaller places where you get caught doing nothing and still get arrested for it. I was just reading it. Yeah. Well, you never know.
Hold up. Do you think aliens would be sweet or savory?
I'd say savory.
I'd say sweet.
No, definitely savory. Right. So then, come on. What's everyone's thoughts on the Miami Giants? No, they're not a basketball team. The aliens in the back garden and the alien cake. We need to know. We need to know what your thoughts are. Yeah. And then
to collect rent.
Probably.
You know what? The humans aren't paying their taxes to the aliens, so they came.
Yes. But have you heard what the Pope is doing on Wednesday?
No, but I heard that he was opening like the tomb of Lucifer on Christmas Eve.
So
or he did open the tomb.
No, New Year's Eve he's doing it.
It was supposed to be Christmas Eve.
Oh, well, it didn't work because I was still in work today. So, yeah.
He's supposed to be trying to break like 5 seals or something.
Yeah, so he's doing this thing. He's got to do 5 different rituals to open this portal to release all this stuff. I heard he was doing it New Year's Eve.
I
It's a
heard
bit like
Christmas.
he's gonna be opening Pandora's box or the equivalent to what that is now.
Why would you do that?
Because everything that's going on at the moment with certain celebrities in the US and the UK, it's all coming to a head for them and everyone's panicking.
Yeah, don't
Obviously,
just blame us. Your
no,
prince over
no.
there is heavily
And
involved.
the Vatican is like, we're in charge of all this. So they're trying to do something about it because who's going to be next to be dragged into it?
He does it every 25 years.
Does he?
But
How
I
come
thought that the tomb of Lucifer or whatever hasn't been opened before.
I don't know. But why have we not? If he does it every 25 years, why did I not hear about it 25 years ago?
So Pope Francis was supposedly opening 5 sacred portals this Christmas.
See, I always thought it was New Year because of this thing that's supposed to be happening New Year's Day with the ETs. It's kind of like to stop it happening. They're all getting a bit twitchy.
There is a tomb of Lucifer under the Vatican, but it's not as cool as you'd hope. Nothing in this story is as cool as you hope.
Oh.
So basically, the portal is just a door, and 4 out of the 5 doors lead to well-known basilicas.
Okay.
So there's a city of the dead under the Vatican that has a tomb of Lucifer, and you can visit it. But it's just another door.
Oh. So it's not a portal, it's a wooden door with hinges and a handle. It's an actual physical door.
It's a door, yes.
Oh. Well, I'm going to start saying that when I go walking through. I'm just going to open this portal. I'm just going to go into the hallway. Do you know what I mean?
I mean, the portal is a door,
anyone
but
can do that. Yeah, it's like Sober's put. Portals might just be doors on his advent calendar. Why is it?
It sounds so dramatic, though. We're opening 5 portals.
Well,
we're opening 5 doors to walk into the basilica.
So when I go shopping over the weekend and you have the big electric doors that either slide or swing, I'm just going to stand there and go, as they open, I'm going to scream top right, I've opened a portal. Just to see what anyone says.
You might get a 48-hour lockup.
Yeah. Well, it's ridiculous. But he's supposed to be doing it to counteract everything else that's going on with everything in the media of all the nonsense that's going on and all these high ranking celebs that are doomed to be no longer in 2025. And that's what they're supposed to be doing it for. To, I say counteract it. But I don't know how that's going to do anything. But yeah, I'll just put maybe a tomb, but he calls it a portal. But if there's nothing in it, what's the point?
I don't know. So I'm looking for like what is the point here?
There we go. As does the equivalent to Walmart or Target. Check out Death Row. Death Row's the up shelf. It's where they put all the reduced stuff that's gone out of date 3 weeks ago. Yeah, someone, I think it was
it's just like
Johnny.
some kind of ritual.
Yeah, there's five rituals, one for each portal. This is what I heard. But sorry, John, I was trying to. You're saying that's a secret. Yeah, this is it. CERN kind of did something similar. Hydro Collider. I've been rehearsing that name all week.
You
Did it? Hydro Collider. Yeah. And I should know what it is anyway because I watched The Flash. But what if they do? If he does do this, what impact is it going to have on him, on people in like direct vicinity of what's going on?
Probably nothing, to be honest.
You don't think?
No, he rolled right up to it in his little wheelchair, and he opened it.
Apparently, I still got it wrong. It's a Hadron Collider with a small r, and the rest are capitals.
You have to, that signifies you have to yell the first part and then calm down.
Yes. Yeah, just. I thought it was a Hydro Collider.
Hadron.
I thought it was Hydro. Don't know.
It is the world's largest particle accelerator. Nothing hydro about it.
Is there? Oh, that's it. Particle accelerator. Yes.
I don't know. We're going to talk to Tommy's mom about that when she comes on, though, because she lives by.
And everyone she knows has had weird encounters in every single village there is and will ever exist in France, whether she knows them or not.
I'm going to write a book, and it's going to be a bunch of weird experiences, and everything's going to start with Tommy's mom's friend who lives in this small village.
Yeah.
Tommy's mom's other friend who lives in the small village.
Everyone lives in a small village. Tommy's mum's friends. Tommy's mum's friend who keeps kids in a cupboard until they cry and then paints them. Yeah. So, with the particle accelerator, I think there's going to be more than one. It's not just CERN that's got one. I think there's a few. There's got to be. It can't just be one. There's got to be more to it.
I thought they had a couple, like, CERN-like places.
I think a lot of these military installations have something or something similar to what it is. Like the Montauk Tower. It's going to be like that kind of setup. Like with the, what's the chair? What was the chair at the... You sit in the chair and it opens another dimension, whoever sits in it.
I don't know.
Let me have a look. There you go. You need to take a drink.
I have an energy drink. I'm not doing a shot of whatever's sitting over there.
No.
Not tonight.
So I don't know if I'm going to be driving again tonight, so that's why I'm not. Oh, you can buy a Montauk chair for $2,000.
Ooh.
Just loads of furniture places has come up. But there's there was a, so you had the tower. It was a addition from MK Ultra. It was the same as Nichols or whatever it was called that was running it. And then they moved everything across to there. Also had something to do with the Philadelphia experiment. But with the tower, they had this beast demon type thing coming through. And even after they hacked through the power cables of it, it was still going on. But there was a chair that you could go and sit in. And when you sit, you could go to these different portals and dimensions and all this weird stuff going on. But I cannot remember the full story without having a look, but I can't find it. I just find furniture stores, which is not good.
Apparently, there's small accelerators on the Mayrin site in Switzerland. and there's tunnels almost entirely outside the main site, mostly buried under French farmland and invisible from the surface. They have surface sites that points around them, either as the location of buildings associated with experiments or other facilities needed to operate the colliders.
There you go.
The experiments are located at the same underground level as the tunnels. There's 3 experimental sites in France, 1 in Switzerland.
Yeah.
Okay. So they have a couple. It's not just one CERN.
No. I thought they must have a few, but then what about all the ones that they're not telling us about?
Yeah, that's true.
See, I might try and do this tomorrow if I get bored.
You're gonna put a portal with 2 mirrors?
Yep. You
I have a
fit.
theory. That's why bathrooms are so creepy. Like in all my haunted locations, it's always the bathrooms that are the weirdest. And I think it's the mirrors.
Yeah, because we've got one above the sink, obviously when brushing the teeth, doing hair and that, and then we've got a full length one on the other side of the bathroom. A lot of the time, I just throw a towel over it because it gives me the. It's an old. It's got a swing, so it's got the things that hold it at the side, and it's full swinging, vertical one, but it's old wicker frame on it, and it's like it just reminds me of like something Victorian, and I'm never been keen on it.
You're also not supposed to sleep with a mirror facing you. Did you hear that one?
Oh, I've got a mirror there.
Things can look at you in your sleep.
Oh, I don't mind. I've got my eyes shut. I'm fine.
Just hide under the blanket.
Yeah. Yep.
And Walker Ranch does seem to have a portal.
Yes.
Or a lot of portals.
But is it just for the media? Is it for publicity? Got 1, 2, 3. Oh, so we've got 3 mirrors in here.
I have 4 mirrors in here. But
and
none of them are bed.
There is one directly opposite the bed, but it's quite high up. So if you're looking at it, you don't see a reflection of the wall opposite. Unless you weird that way. It's the only gap we've got in the bedroom because of all my crap everywhere that we can put a mirror. So yeah, that's why it's where it is. I forget it's there anyway.
Actually, 5 mirrors. I forgot about that one.
Do you have a candle burning between them?
Mm-hmm. Yep, the TV you're not supposed to have in your bedroom either because it's a black mirror.
Well, I got matte finish monitors, so there's not like you see light, like blurred, reflecting. Yeah, you can't see yourself in it or anything like that. I can't. Johnny says I think they did find something that they can't capitalize or weaponize, so they left it alone officially. Of course they did. They've got it, and they're doing reverse engineering on it, same as everything else.
Who knows? Yeah, it seems that mirrors cause a lot of activities. Yes, because everybody's always weirded out by the mirrors.
So anyone gets an invite to Wayne Fire Spirit's house, then don't go. I have one at the top of my stairs facing the bedroom door, got pictures of spirits in it. Nah.
Do you think it's kind of like how when people are, all those, that's probably paranoia, but when people are taking pictures of houses and they see faces in the window?
Yeah. But I've had that. Mm-hmm. Have I ever told you this story?
I don't think so.
I was going for a job interview. So it's probably about midday, and come out of the house. There's only me there. And I looked back at the house to make sure I closed the windows because it was like a bit of a crappy day. And as I looked up at the bedroom window, I seen the face of an old man, like side on, looking down at me like that. I'm like, oh, like, I've got to go back here. I live here. And turned away and looked back and it had gone. And I just stood there staring for about 20 seconds or so, trying to work out if it's reflections. There's a big tree opposite, or reflections of the clouds or anything. I was standing at different, literally debunking it while I stood there. And it's like it wasn't the clouds, it wasn't the trees, it wasn't anything flying past it. So sorry, it's an actual face. Do you remember the old, or if you know, the latex old man face? Like back in the day?
Yeah.
It was that.
That's
Let's
weird.
see if you can find it. But a few weeks before that, my son had come down. He'd come to one of the parties, and you get to the top of the landing. You can go into the bathroom door on its own. Then, if you go through the other door, it comes into my bedroom, and then the door coming from the bedroom. So you can go round, through 3 doors, and it was. So I think I've got the face of what it looked like and how it was looking. Yeah. Imagine seeing this when you look up at your own bedroom window. And it was he come running down the stairs telling me, I'm like, don't tell me anything. I've got to live here. I don't want to know what you're looking at. But this is how it was looking. So I'm stood on the grass outside the front of the house looking up, and I see this in the middle of the room, which is impossible because the bed was there. So the bed was like in the center of the room with a gap on the left and right, and opposite was a built-in wardrobe, full mirrored doors. Anyway, that was already there when we moved in, and this was what was looking down at me. That was pretty much the face.
That's gross. No thanks.
Yeah. And then I looked back and it weren't that. So I rang my son because he was at college at the time. I'm like, remember when you said you seen that face? That thing that no, I did say face, but you seen that thing in the bedroom when you'd gone through the wrong door out the bathroom? He's like, when you come down at the party, he's like, oh yeah. I went, what was it? And he explained it, and it's exactly the same as what I've just said, what I'd seen.
Wow.
Like, yeah, because like I said at the time, because at the time I was like, don't tell me, I've got to live here. I don't want to know. I really don't want to see it. Yeah, it was just, it had more grey hair at the sides, but it was awful. But I didn't see it again. And I used to quite often look up at the window just to see if I could see it. But nothing, never ever seen it again. Didn't see it before then, didn't see it after then. Just nothing. Not that I was wanted to see it, but I just wanted to know what was there, if anything. So
yeah, that's crazy. Did you see Fire Spirit sent you a picture
on
Facebook of the spirit in the mirror? If you want to put it up.
Yeah, I'd be smashing it and moving out, mate. I would not be hanging about there.
Can you put it up?
On now. Yeah, give me a sec. I'll just download it. You see that in the middle of the night? You don't want to see that. One sec, I just got up. Oh God! Everything. I had the computer on for a week. Everything's on go slow. Here we go. Oh, come on. Right.
This is very interesting content, guys.
And it's not even bothered to. It's amazing because it's not even saved it. Save image again. Oh, because it saved it in a different folder. That's why.
Oh.
You ready?
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like there's a head bowing down. The possibility of a body and what might look like legs.
Oh, that's weird.
Yep. Yeah, you don't want to be seeing that, do you?
No.
No.
Nope. No thanks.
No.
Unless I'm looking for it, and then I want to see. When I go out looking for it, I would love to see something like that.
You don't want to see that in your house. To me, that's not pareidolia.
No, that's definitely weird.
Yeah. No, you can keep that. Thank you.
I have enough problems with my man.
Flashing.
He's been pretty quiet, actually. I haven't seen him lately.
Do you think he's got something to do with the orbs that go on?
Maybe. I think he probably has something to do with the equipment going off, like the cat balls and the REM pod and stuff.
Could do.
Yeah.
Have you set up a camera, like night vision camera?
I don't want to see what's going on in my house in the night vision.
Yeah, but then it'll make great TV if nothing else.
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Are you sure?
Like a 24-hour live stream of like my bedroom at night. No, thank you.
No, we'll have it set out like at the door so it's pointing to where he'd stand.
That's the only places that I've seen it. Well, my son saw him in his bedroom, and then I saw him in my bedroom.
So if you set up on the landing, like between all the doors, like going from one end to the other?
Yeah, that's true.
Would it be worth doing that?
Maybe. But my problem is the same problem I have with all my stuff. I would not watch the footage back. If I recorded it, I'd be like, nope, this was interesting.
Same.
I'm not going here for 24 hours.
You'd have to get Nathaniel around to cleanse.
That's why I like doing lives, because people are watching it, and if you catch anything, like, it's there. You don't have to go back and review it after.
Exactly. Yeah. So yeah.
Also because I hate the way that I sound and look on camera after the fact. If I can never go back and watch any of our shows, except for like if I grab a snippet for like TikTok or something.
Yeah, that's the only time I don't. I wouldn't know if anyone would be watching this and it's all gone glitchy. I'd have no idea. Just don't watch any of them back. I did it at the beginning just to check the audio and the video, so I knew what equipment I need to upgrade as was progressing. But other than that, that's it.
Even for like when I'm recording TikTok videos and stuff like that, or Instagram reels, I do it and then I post it. Like I'm not watching it back, because then I will re-record it 700 times because it won't be right.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't like the way that sounded. Nope, delete.
Yeah, like, and that's why I always use animation when I do mine.
Yeah,
it's easy and I don't have to look at myself. It's great.
Yeah. And then sometimes I watch them back after, and I'm like, I can't believe I posted that. And I'm like, this is why I don't watch them. Like,
yep.
Nope. And then I'm like, nope, never again.
Yep. And that's why it's very rare. See, doing this, it's all right because I'm not looking at it. I'm looking at the chat. I'm looking at that. I'm doing all the stuff in the background, keeping me on the time, even though I was only doing an hour on 1 hour 25.
I know, I was going to mention that.
So I'm looking at everything else that's going on because I've got my phone and my iPad, everything ready so I can jump from one to the other if I need to. But
and I'm not thinking about how stupid I sound.
Yeah, but then I've got, like I said, I've got all the post-its stuck all across the bottom of the monitors. So I've got everything prep ready for each stream. So it does make it a lot easier. But Yeah, I'm never watching any of them back. I think I might start deleting the earlier ones because they're
Yeah.
awful. They're
Oh,
awful.
you have to remember where you started though. Don't delete them. Make them private if anything, so you can always
Just get
go
rid.
into the archives.
Just get rid. But
You can release specials. Make them all private, and then release it at specials. Like, hey, 5,000 subscribers
Yeah.
special. Like, we're gonna release the first ever episode that Andy did.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And you know, it was one. I know which one it was. So the first one was a live investigation in the old train line.
Mm-hmm.
We'd gone to that area. There's me and a guy called Alan. It's over the part of the country where he lives, because there'd been big cat sightings. No, you've not. You might have watched them, but you've not enjoyed them. Not for the right reasons, anyway.
Me
You
either.
definitely was, eh?
Me either. I wasn't born yet. And either nickname.
It's only 3 years ago. Yeah, so the first one was from Facebook, and then I downloaded it from Facebook and then uploaded it onto here. Then the first studio stream was me, Ryan, and Alan. And we just, I don't even know. I can't watch it. So if you watch it, good luck. Don't hold me responsible for any of the crap that we're talking about.
Yeah. Even when I'm going to when I do the lives and then I go to clip them, I'm like, I don't want to watch this. I don't want to watch this.
I turn the volume down and flick through to the point. I know I mark each point so I know where I'm going to change it. So I can just go straight to it, do it, done, blend, do the transition, and then that's it. Just makes it a lot easier and quicker.
Very.
What was I going to say? I don't know. Right. Oh, drones. So I'm just checking the time, and we've done the Miami Mall, Aliens in the Garden, drones.
We've gotten through January, guys. We got through January.
Well, nothing. Well, oh no. So I went to Cannock, I went to Rendlesham. We got some stuff on the dowsing rods. We're out doing investigations. Me and Tim got noises. It sounded like cross between predator and a frog, even though there's no one or nothing else there other than us two. Got quite a few EVPs and weird sounds this year. And then Elaine will tell you that even when we went to Rendlesham and we're walking back in the dark, all of us I had at least 3 torches on me. Everyone else had at least 1 or 2, and not one of us thought, oh, we'll put our torch on to see where we're going. So that happened. There's just a lot. It's a lot of stuff, but nothing. What am I on about? Nothing relevant. Alien in a jar.
Yes, Alien in a jar. That's what started the whole identity of this channel.
This is what started that and that. The logo, the tattoo. Yeah, nothing relevant happened at all.
Nothing relevant.
So Darren,
and then
baby with a
where he got his name.
Yeah, so Darren, baby with a laser, was like, do you want? I've got this. Would you like it? Give me an offer. So I give him an offer. He said, yeah. My car wasn't working very well at the time, so I found a way to get it fixed. Got it fixed. Went up, got it. Went and did an investigation with Twin Investigates at Staley Bridge. All your power and phone and everything went down that night. Michelle Gray took over and was doing remote viewing from Texas, and she knew more about the place than we did. I'd never been to that place before. Darren hadn't. My cousin hadn't. Simon possibly hadn't. The girls probably had, because that's the area that they're from. And we came up with so much stuff, it was like, oh my God. But that's what started the Alienate UK, the channel name, the channel change, the transition to everything, the way we do the podcast now, pretty much everything. all stemmed from that. Do you want to buy this that I'm not even allowed to bring in the house? Of course I do. Why? Who would not want that?
Yeah.
And it's people still ask me about it. Like, have you still got the alien in a jar? Yes. Have you not sold it? No. Still skint. We've still got the alien in the jar. Because well, if you could sell it for, if you could sell it for a stupid amount of money, I'd sell it quickly. I'm like, yeah, but I won't have an alien in jar. Whether it's real or not is regardless.
It's the channel's identity.
Yes. It's
And,
the mate.
we've gone through a whole slew of co-hosts this year.
Yeah. We have.
Yep.
Because
it's a lot. Like, it's a lot for people to take on. So,
well,
and they have
yeah,
stuff
well,
going on.
the thing is, some of the co-hosts have just vanished. Like, I don't want to give names, but some just like was all over social media and then nothing.
Then disappeared. The
So
aliens abducted them and never gave them back.
I know Michelle was busy traveling cross country. Eric, don't know what's happened to Eric. I've emailed him a couple of times. He's not been doing his show. Tommy is birthday boy 365. Yeah.
He has a lot going on with work and his other show.
Yeah, well, it's mainly work and his kids and
yeah,
family life and what. Well, not his kids, but like the family, the time he starts work and all that kind of stuff. So it's just how it is. Tilly just vanished. Someone messaged me on YouTube saying that all her stuff has been completely removed from all YouTube and social media. There's nothing of hers on there anywhere, apparently. I'm like, okay. Other people have come and gone.
Some people have passed away.
Yes. Oh, yes. Did forget.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that happened. And then
it's me. I'm behind it all. All the mysterious disappearances. I want to be the only co-host.
No. You know what? Probably. Do you have a cupboard where you put people?
They're all in my cupboard.
Waiting with a promise of being painted.
Yes, that's exactly what happened. I was like, oh no.
You know where they are?
Room.
Go in there. That's where the ghost post is. Never to be seen again.
I know. I have to recrochet them.
Yes,
because I lost the package. Or they'll just show up in the back of Simon's van.
Possibly. Yeah. Yeah. So there's been quite a few people come and go. Like I said, Tommy and Sarah, they've explained reasons behind it, which is totally understandable. Sarah's part of another team, same as you are. Tommy's got his own podcast and works crappy hours. I'm just fortunate that the job I've got at the moment, I can get to do this of an evening, same as you with your finishing times on a Wednesday and a Friday. So it just works for us more than it does for anyone else, which is good. I'm not complaining, but like I said, there's other people that have been coming and then not staying too long, then going. We do still have Dawn and Brandon coming on because it was planned for doing it today, but I thought that I wasn't going to be available to do it, and it wasn't until it's about 10:30, 11 o'clock this morning when I sent you a message, which I know was like 5:30, 6 o'clock. But if you didn't do it then, I would forget. Didn't know till earlier on today that I was going to be able to do this, so that's why it was last minute. But they are planned to come on. Well, when I find my calendar, I'll tell you. In 15th of January, I think. Yeah, so that's a Wednesday.
Okay.
So with the way it's going, Wednesdays are going to be as well. Fridays were the original. That's the main day for the channel. But Wednesdays are going to be just as important going forward, just because of the amount of guests we've got coming on and people that want to come on and guests we've got lined up for coming on. We couldn't get everyone on in a year on just doing a Friday, because there's a few Fridays that we're not going to be able to do due to various reasons. So we're going to have to expend till Wednesday, and I'm definitely not going back to doing a Monday.
Someone bookmark this and show it to him in like a month when he starts doing Mondays again.
I'm not doing Monday. Not all right. I'm not doing Mondays for Alienate UK.
Okay.
Is what I'm going to say. We're going to do some recording. Me and Becky are going to be doing some on that Him and Her podcast. Some live and some most pre-recorded, but we're going to do a couple of live ones. We're going to be doing initial reactions.
Those are fun.
It's not going to be what you think it is. So it's not going to be to music or stuff like that. It's going to be to something else. Yeah. So a bit more fun, should we say?
Nice. That's gonna be fun.
In a not so fun kind of way.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Well, it's going to be funny. So yeah, we're going to be doing them. That's why I can plan the time to do them on a Monday, because I don't need to be sat in front of the computer or anything to do. You can just record it and then that's it. It's done. So yeah, this got. Like I said, it's really busy for next year.
Yeah, it's gonna
and
be
then
crazy.
I'm going back out once it gets starting getting lighter nights already. 3 minutes per day or something thereabouts. So back out on the kayak. Going to be going out using the drone to do footage. So all the podcasts are going to be coming back into play. Going on a couple of got a couple of podcasts coming up that I'm going to be going on in the next month, but I've not got the dates in front of me, so I can't tell you. I know I'm going on Alex and Elaine's Lounge, but I can't remember when that is. I know it's a Sunday.
You'll post them in the group, right? And community page when you're going to be on, so people
I
can.
would, but I can't find it. And this is fun. So in May, around the middle of May, there's a person in the chat who's going to be There's a person in the chat who's going to be around the area where I live for the weekend. So we're going to meet up and do an investigation.
Who's in the chat right now?
And it's not somebody. So it's not Simon. It's not Wayne. It's not someone that I've met up with before. And we're going to be going to Kingsthorpe Cemetery and St John's Church ruins. And that is going to go out live. So that's going to be fun.
You know, we're going to have to do a live from Gettysburg.
Yes. Yep.
There's several out on the battlefield.
Yeah. So things like that, we're going to be doing lives. That's going to be different. But I'm not doing lives just for the sake of doing a live. Mm-hmm. It's all going to be intentional. There we go.
Not busy, productive.
Very productive. Yeah, with the right intent for the right things, and not basically not just doing it for the sake of doing it, not just to put something out there. If you've not got anything, then we're just not going to do it. What's the point?
Like today, where we had nothing, but you guys wanted to see us talk for an hour, so we're talking.
Yeah, and you got an extra 40 minutes, which we're going to charge you £2.50 per minute per person. Can we pick? Yes, we can pee on trees together.
I will pass on this one, Adam, but I will moral support.
We won't have the same tree. We'll have trees nearby each other.
I will take a bush or something.
Just get a watering can and do it the correct way. Yeah.
I'm gonna bring a water gun. And
Yeah,
I'm going to mark
there you go.
these out.
Yeah, so we need to get Adam into the UK as well. So Eric Mintle is coming. Eric Mintle's coming to the UK. He's doing his castle tour. I was looking through the website of how it's working, and I'm thinking that's a lot of money, but obviously that's a flight from the US included. Yeah. And they're going to a castle in Oxford, which is only 40 minutes away from me. So happy days.
Nice.
So I will be meeting Eric Mintle in the next few months, which is really looking forward to that.
Guys, come
and I have his book.
Here.
Sorry?
I said, guys, come hang out over here. I want to meet people.
Right, so you can see my bookshelf here now. I've got 2 books on my desk, right? I'm not just saying this isn't planned or anything. Eric and Adams.
I have that book.
They're the 2 books that I'm reading at the moment. So
you just keep page 56 handy all the time.
Yeah. So signed by Eric, and obviously signed by Adam. So thank you both so much. But they're the 2 that are on my computer desk that I can go to and read, and they're just, just there.
Mine's on my downstairs.
Thank you, both of you. Yeah, so yeah, we can go and pee on trees, and maybe, what if 5 of us pee on a tree at the same time? We might open a portal, and the Pope might pop out.
I don't think that's how it works, but you never know.
Why not?
I don't know.
Someone do the
what kind of portals he's opening.
People. Portal. No, there's nothing. I haven't got anything.
That was a solid attempt, though. I appreciate the attempt.
Thank you. 10 for effort, 0 for it being crap. Pun not intended. There we go.
Good nickname. She got it.
Yep. There we go. We've got our famous 5 go pee on a tree. Hey, I think we should do it in Rendlesham. If we all pee on the giant lemon juicer, the replica UFO. Other than, I was just going to say, what would happen other than us all get arrested?
That's what I'm thinking. Like, there's going to be like an APB out for this group of 5 people who are peeing on things.
Yeah, but
to try to open portals.
But how do we know it won't open a portal?
You don't.
So you have to do practicals for science. Yeah. So if you don't test the theory, how are you ever going to know whether it works or not?
You have to have a hypothesis and an experiment.
Yeah.
Very scientific method.
It is. It just looks weird and dirty, but forget that. It's not. It will open a flush.
Oh my god. And on that note.
Yeah, so we're ending it now.
Yeah, I think that's a good way to go out. Unless you have anything else.
Nothing. I've brought everything down. We've got a ton of guests. Oh, Brown Dwarf's going to be coming on as well. I just need to message him on his mobile. And depending on how the membership subscription goes, I may be upgrading StreamYard.
Ooh,
but it will be a lot better. It's just more features, more everything, including more money. But it might be worth it. So I might try it for a month, see how it goes. Let you guys decide whether it's going to be worth carrying on. It's going to be double the amount of money what I'm paying now. So just a little bit less. Where I'm paying $45, $50, it's going to cost $88, which is about £72 to £75 a month. But with what we want to do going forward to what we can do with what we've got at the minute isn't going to work. So need to seriously look into it and see. So like I said, I might just try it for a month, for a couple of weeks, see how it goes, and then we can decide from there. So that's it.
Sounds good.
Or 5 people pee on the Pope, he might vanish.
Never seen the. You are definitely going to get arrested.
Oh no, you don't wake him up. You do it while he's asleep.
You sneak into the Pope's bedroom, form a circle, just whip it out.
Wait. Private investigator, stealth. Yep. Don't need a license, nothing. It's sorted.
We're definitely getting shadow banned for this.
Yes, again. Right, so on that note, we are going to go. We will be back next Friday, unless something amazing happens on New Year's Day.
And then I won't be on anyway, so.
License to pee. There you go. Unless something really amazing happens, and then we will both be on. Yeah, because we might not be able to go to work, depending on how things pan out. We're back on
Friday.
I'm looking at May. Yeah, I'm looking what date it is.
Friday.
Friday the 3rd with Simon C. Riley. So fingers crossed he's feeling better, because I know he's not too well today. So a bit of gastroenteritis going on. So yeah. Right. So everyone have a wonderful weekend. Have an even better New Year. Hope you all manage to stay sober-ish and carry on into 2025. And that's it. That's all I've got. Do you want to add anything before I end this?
No, just Happy New Year's, everybody. And we will see you next year.
Yes. See you next year. Have fun. And thank you, everyone. Oh, thank you, everyone listening on podcast and everywhere else. Audible. Whatever you listen to on Wind Up Gramophone. I don't know. You could do. Could you?
Yeah.
Don't know. Anyway, Happy New Year. See you guys later. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.
And we are done.